let's take a look at the 5 different recruitment metrics you can make use of to enrich your recruitment data. Number 1, pipeline diversity. Measuring the diversity of your pipeline instead of just measuring the diversity of your hires. This will basically help you set up a real-time pulse to kind of measure your different diversity goals by allowing us to understand where certain demographics might be falling out of the process. And by doing that, you'll uncover where you might be struggling to support diversity and what you can do to rectify that. Number 2, the delivery forecast. So this data point is a simple health check on closing confidence. Essentially looking at, how confident are you that you're going to be signing a role according to a set deadline or essentially a timeline? And potentially, do you expect any maybe process delays? By doing this, keeping track of your expected deliveries can help you stay on track with your hiring process, which furthermore can allow you to adjust your hiring roadmap accordingly. Number 3, interviews per hire. So just because the time to fill a particular role was high does not mean that your team is inefficient. You need to take into consideration the various aspects which may delay the process, such as people taking leave, there being vacation, national holidays, all these different aspects which can actually, impact how long things are going to take. So it doesn't necessarily mean your team is inefficient. And that's why interviews per hire can be a good indicator of efficiency rather than the time invested specifically. And so this metric stacked against candidate conversion rates can essentially tell you how much time you spend interviewing candidates that never really get to make it through to that final stage that you're looking for. Number 4, reasons for why the offer is lost. So essentially, as this name suggests, this is where you specify why the candidate might have rejected the offer you sent. So this data point context to the offer acceptance rate. But then of course, most importantly, it makes it actionable. So essentially, the next time your offer does get rejected, no problem. Log that data for next time so that you know, okay, what might be the case for this happening? What's the why? So for example, the different aspects that can influence this is salary, misaligned values, different acceptance rates, different reasons for these aspects. So, do log that data so you can keep track of it and kind of really understand why it's happening. Number 5, the candidate Net Promoter Score. So essentially, this is one of the best indicators, kind of giving yourself and your recruitment team a lot of insight. And that insight that you can find, whether candidates are hired or not, feel about the different sort of stages of your different parts of the recruitment process itself. And by you as a recruiter kind of trying to find out, how did they really feel about this recruitment process? So ask those questions. So by taking the time to actually ask the candidate, how likely are you going to, be willing to recommend this recruitment process? You can add that extra layer of context to your satisfaction surveys. So by supplementing the different traditional metrics like time to hire with more qualitative and candidate-focused data, you can really improve the candidate experience and sort of that overall quality of your entire recruitment process. Best of luck. See you next time. Happy hunting.